Hi, this is Ryan from RyWeb, your recruitment website specialists. Today I'm going to tell you why carousels, or sometimes known as sliders, are killing the conversions on your recruitment company website. So behind me you can see a rough layout of a typical homepage. At the top, this is the carousel or slider and some general content below that. And the problem with carousels is that you can see only one slide at a time. So when someone is browsing your website, let's say you have 3 slides in the example behind me, someone lands on your website. We know from experience that when people browse websites, they browse very, very quickly. They're not going to wait for the next slide to come in. We also know that people do not interact with sliders or carousels. They don't click the next button or the previous button, for example. So this means that when someone lands on your website, they're only seeing one slide. And what that means is the 2 slides, as you can see, that are off the screen are not in view. So what's the point in having them? Now, the other problem this brings is that we can't guarantee which slide somebody's going to see. So let's say you have a carousel and the order of your sliders is set. So there's one slide followed by the next and then the next. Now let's say someone lands on your website and the slider loads and they see slide number 1 and then they scroll down the page or they click a button that takes them to another page. They've only seen slide number 1. Or let's say your sliders are set to load randomly. So someone loads up your page and they see slide number 3. They don't see slides 1 and 2 or 4 or however many you have. They've only seen slide number 3, scrolled down or clicked to another page. Now the biggest problem is when, let's say in this example, this first slide is the slide they see and it's got some general copy about your business, a picture of your offices and a button that takes the person through to your About Us page, for example. No problem. This slide is aimed at your candidates, so you've got some compelling copy in there saying why someone should register with your business or why someone should inquire about some of the jobs you have. And over here we've got a slide which is geared directly towards winning new business. You've got some compelling copy, selling the USPs of your recruitment agency over your competition. A button that takes you through to a more detail about your services, for example, and a related image. Now, if a prospect lands on your website and they see this slide or this slide, because we don't know which slide they're going to see, they're missing out on the content you've created specifically for new business, for potential clients. So there's a big problem here. So we're missing opportunities and that's where we lose conversions. So how to fix it? First of all, get your carousel off your website. Get rid of it. Obviously, pull the content out because if there's good content in there, we can use it. But it's important that we have objectives for your website. So prioritize objectives. What's the main thing you're trying to achieve? Is it new business? It might be new business or it might be that you need to grow your talent pool. So maybe it's more candidates. Whatever it is, the priority should be the first thing that people see when they land on your website. So up here, instead of having a carousel, have some static content, have some compelling copy, have a great, vibrant image, and speak to the needs or desires or problems or pain points of the person you're trying to attract in, whether it be a candidate or a client. Then below that, in somewhere around here, you can have your secondary objectives met. So if the top area of your homepage is dedicated to clients, then have the content below it aimed at your candidates, so how you attract candidates, and so on down the page. And that way, you're in control. You know what content is being seen, you know in what order it's being seen, and you know that nothing's being missed through the randomness of which slide appears. Hope that helps.